as promised, here's the re-recording of the video of my collectibles. Actually, as mentioned, as I had recorded this previously, but the audio on the video was not very good, and so I thought, hey, I'm just gonna go ahead and record it again. So, yeah, let's get to it, because there's quite a few things. Well, yeah, I have a few things missing because they're either boxed up and they just don't fit in here. This is the only sort of display case that I have, and as you can see, the space is limited. So, yeah, at the top here, I guess we can start off with this thing. It's just PlayStation icons that light up. It looks pretty cool. It sort of has the PS5 color pattern, so I picked it up, I think around that time that it launched, which is pretty cool. Back here, I have Ellie's backpack from The Last of Us Part 2, which is, it's actually a pretty well-made backpack. It's like similar to like a Jansport or something. And then here, not sure how well we can see them. There's probably a lot of dust in them now. But they are Scorpion Sub-Zero bookends. Let me actually see if I can. I don't know how you can see that. But they're bookends. They're from Mortal Kombat 9. That was actually the first collector's edition that my wife gave me. That was many years ago. It's awesome. I kind of want to use them as actual bookends, but at the same time I like them as displays. But yeah, also some objects that are sort of stuck up there. Up here, the Darth Vader helmet. It's pretty cool. It's like full-size helmet. I think it's from Hasbro, and it has like the breathing effects and whatnot. It's kind of like a double layer helmet. You got this top part and then the bottom. It looks pretty cool, like in the movies. You can see like I guess like the tech underneath this helmet. It's awesome. Underneath him, his helmet. I don't know if you guys can tell, but you can probably see the pants or the legs of Agent 47. But that's the Agent 47 statue here that you get with the collector's edition of Hitman. I can't remember who gave me that. I don't know if it was my wife as well or my brother. I honestly can't remember. But this one's awesome. He's like sitting down like on a couch. It looks pretty cool, but like I mentioned, it's ran out of space. I don't know where else to put it, and I had it up there, so I just kind of left it there. Over here is Spider-Man 2 Collector's Edition statue, which is of course a Venom. I forget how tall this is, but it was kind of like a meme online. It's like 18 or 19 inches of Venom or something. You got Miles Morales up there, Spider-Man, Peter Parker. And then behind there is the Kylo Ren helmet from the 2015 Force Awakens. Yeah. And then down here, we sort of have the DMC corner, I guess. The Devil May Cry corner. I have the Edge magazine back here. It's Devil May Cry 5. I don't read Edge. I think it's like a magazine from the UK. very strictly. Most games. But I got this because of the cover art. I thought it was just awesome. It's I don't quite remember his name, but I think it's cover art done by the same artist who did or does SNK games like the King of Fighters and games, from that development company or publishing company. I just thought it looks really cool, so I picked that up and I kind of try to put it in a display case here, but I just kind of put it in between two plastic paper stands. And then back here, or in front of here I should say, it's Dante from the Devil May Cry series. This is Dante from DMC5. I believe the statue is from oh goodness, I think it's Kotobukiya. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. But it's a company that does statues and figures, I guess. And I guess I missed that, but up here, back there, it's a box for the Devil May Cry Collector's Edition, which includes the DMC bus, or DMC van, from the 5th game. I believe the one that Nico drives. Kind of would have wished it was a little bigger, but it's still cool, nevertheless. Or at least if this light lit up, it would have been nice. But it's still pretty awesome. But yeah, this is Dante up here, and opposing him, of course, is his brother, his rival brother. This is also from Kotobukiya, and it has the matching kind of the stone or cement here. That's correct. Same here. But yeah, also pretty cool, detailed and design. It's pretty much down to the D. Their faces look relatively similar to their video game counterparts, but the ones that I'm about to show you in a bit look a little better for sure. Back there is another collectible. It's supposed to be encased in V's notebook, but it's from the Collector's Edition from DMC5. It's got a pin inside it, a pretty cool looking pin. Back there is a Game & Informer magazine for Devil May Cry 4, which I believe is an issue from 2006 or 2007. I don't quite know, but that was the magazine that I remember seeing at the store. I think my dad and I were at a store, and it caught my eye. At the time, I didn't really play a whole lot of games. It caught my eye. I was like, hey, that's Dante from DMC3. And I remember just rushing over to get the magazine. I had seen the magazine on the Game Informer website prior, and I know I wanted it. I was just hyped about the game. At the time, I thought that was Dante, but of course, as we learned, it's Nero. But yeah, this is not the original magazine I bought. That one is long gone. It's probably shredded to pieces now, but I picked up pretty much just another version of it on eBay some years ago for cheap, just because of, I guess, the memory. And I thought it would be cool to put it on display, so it's been here ever since. But yeah, I also really like the tone of it, like that Halloween October tone, like the is the Devil May Cry, like I guess soundtrack, the DMC5 game. It's got all the, well, I guess all the music, but each CD is sort of labeled with each character's sort of theme inside, which is pretty cool. Let's see if I can try to open it. Yeah, it's like, I'm gonna drop all of it, but like there's like each disc in here, and they're all labeled with the characters. The rest of them here. It's kind of tough doing it with one hand, but you get the idea. And then, as I mentioned, I'm running out of space, so I have Sefio in here on the amiibo from Super Smash Brothers. Yeah, looks pretty cool. I just thought he had a sword, and he's a villain, so I'll put him next to Virgil. And then over here is I forget what these things are called. I don't quite remember what they're called, but they're these little like big-headed figurines. So he's riding goodness, I forget the name of the bike. What was the name of the villain in the 5th game? Goodness, this is why I need to go back and play it. I forget the name of the villain, but it's the one that shoots out the electricity and has like electrical powers, and you use his weapon as his motorcycle as a weapon, kind of splits him into two. But yeah, anyway, he's got the rebellion in his back, and I can't recall that's ebony or ivory. Yeah, I think my mom gave me this one for Christmas a few years back. It's like awesome. Right? I really, really like it. It's one of my favorite ones. Although I do think I lost the other little handgun on him. I don't quite know where that's at. For a while, this was actually displayed on by my gaming setup, where my console is, and I think my son must have grabbed it when he was smaller. I don't know, but it's yeah. I don't think I I don't think I have that. I think I lost it. But anyway, that's the top DMC5 corner, and then we can continue down here with the rest of the figures, and these are made by Amassed Toys, and as you can tell, or hopefully you can tell, they actually are made with like real fabric, like their clothes. Like Nero's shirt actually has like texture in its cloth. It's like real material, like a real zipper there. Like the gun barrel here, you can spin it. That's really cool. It's really, really awesome. Sword back there. The Red Queen. Oh, this is big here. And he's got the, I think this is the Overture. Double breaker, or breaker arm. And the rest of his arms right here. I forget this one. Is it Redline? Is it Gerbera? And the Buster arm. But yeah, as you can tell, these guys look, their faces look a larger, more realistic. And then back here, my boy, you got Dante, the goat, and the same thing. I don't know if you can tell, like the clothes is actually like real fabric. It's like, it feels like real leather. It's obviously not, but it feels like real leather. An actual shirt. Little buttons on him. And he's got the devil sword Dante on his shoulder. And you can pose these however you like, which is really cool. I pose this guy just looking like a badass. And again, also very similar in face. See if I can zoom in. Her faces look very much like the games. And then Virgil here with the Yamato. You could actually take the sword out of the sheath. Oops. It's a real fabric too. Yeah, these are probably my favorite of the lot, just because it's DMC and they actually look like just like their gaming versions. But yeah, it looks awesome. Really, really cool. I don't know if you can tell back there, but it's like a Devil May Cry sort of plate. It's kind of dark, and also this light here is kind of dimming out. And it replaces the batteries. Yeah, these little things I got these many years ago. They're not that great. I probably need to get new ones, but they are they drain the battery so much. Yeah. Okay. On this side, we have DMC's older brother, which is Resident Evil with a special guest. He's sort of hiding back here. Noctis. This came with the Final Fantasy 16 Collector's Edition. A game that actually didn't. I'm sorry, not 16, 15. I said 16. A game that I actually didn't quite enjoy as much as others. I thought the combat, the gameplay was pretty repetitive, just mashing square with no real combos or anything. It didn't have a whole lot of depth, as opposed to something like DMC or even yet Final Fantasy 16, which is not as deep as DMC or Bayonetta, but still it was getting there, But yeah, this came with a collector's edition. I like it. It looks pretty cool. I think it's a Play Art Sky. I think that's how you say it, Play Art Sky figurine. As you can see here, this piece broke off. I don't even know where this went. I don't know if it was like right here or like that. I'm not sure. But the piece broke off. And yeah, the main boys here are the Leon Kennedys and Chris Redfields. These are from the Resident Evil collector's editions for the games. So this is Leon from Raccoon City from Resident Evil 2 collector's edition. Back there is Chris Redfield from Village. Resident Evil Village collector's edition. Looking pretty shady back there. His space is also back there. Again, as you can see, there's just not enough space on there. So I had to remove somebody, and so I removed Chris just because he looks kind of creepy back there. Like he's up to something. And then my favorite of the lot, of course, is Resident Evil 4. My boy Leon, yeah, with this leather jacket, Sherpa collar here. Looking pretty funny. I think this Leon looks a little bit more close to the games than this one. Like, I knew what they were trying to go for here. They're trying to make him look older, but also kind of make him look like that tone that he had in the original Resident Evil 4 game. And he also has his base, Leon S. Kennedy. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. I really like this one. I actually had pre-ordered this at GameStop originally, but then GameStop canceled some people's pre-orders, and unfortunately mine was on that. So I had to act quickly, and I picked it up on eBay. This is one of the ones that I just had to have. Because it's Resident Evil, it's one of my favorite franchises, video game franchises, so I knew I had to have this one. Thankfully, I managed to pre-order it at a pretty reasonable price. Like, I think I pre-ordered it right when they announced they were canceling orders, and I found out mine was canceled. And I pre-ordered it at a pretty good price from a seller. Thankfully, they were, honoring it, even though I'm sure they were thinking about raising it up, of course, because everybody else was. So, and thankfully they lived nearby. They were in LA, so I actually got this collector's edition, like, I think literally the day after it came out. Like, they got it right away, and then they sent it over to me the day after. I got it really quick. Yeah, this was a cool memory here last year, because I think we went to go see John Wick 4, and I got home and I was playing Resident Evil 4 for the night. It was awesome. I felt like a little kid again. Yeah, it's pretty cool. You have the gun prop here. You can actually take out his gun, which is really cool. The only one I'm missing from this collector's badge is Jill Valentine from Resident Evil 3. For some reason, I didn't get to that one on time, and for some reason I'm finding that one to be the more rarer of the four to find. I'm not sure why that is. I mean, it's still, it's published by Capcom. I know the game was developed by an external studio, but that shouldn't have anything to do with it. But I'm not sure why that one was much more limited. But yeah, that's the only one I need for now. Whenever they do their remakes, I think they're gonna do Code Veronica and Resident Evil 0. I hear the rumors are, at least those are the games, and then potentially a remake of the first game again, and then maybe down the line, Resident Evil 5. Probably when the political landscape maybe settles a bit. I'm not sure, but maybe a separate topic altogether. But anyway, yeah, this is the Resident Evil corner. One of my favorites. And then down here is the Last of Us corner. And special guest Zelda. And special guest Nathan Drake. Yeah, so this is probably one of my most valuable statues. I think this goes up to I've seen it go up to like 1,000 or 800 on eBay. Now, is anyone buying it at that price? Probably not. This one is from the post-pandemic edition, and it was exclusive to GameStop when it came out. And it's one of my favorites. This one is absolutely one of my favorites. I like looking at this one. Just when I see it, it just makes me kind of want to play the game, or jump on the multiplayer. The detail on this is pretty great. You might notice one small little missing feature on it, and that's the barrel here. And I think earlier I is that the gun barrel or is that the, I'm not sure what you call that. I don't know if that's the gun barrel, the chamber, I think. As you can tell, I'm not a big gun guy. I mean, they're cool, but I don't know anything about them. But yeah, that rifle chamber there is missing, or that part of the rifle, because that many years ago, my wife and I were playing, like, just, as couples do. She was tossing like there was like a small little beanbag, like a hand-sized beanbag. We were just tossing it at each other, and she tossed it at me, and she missed, and she hit the statue where it was placed, and she hit that barrel, and it broke. She was trying to help me fix it by super gluing it, but it didn't really work. I still have the piece, thankfully. It's in the box of the game, so I could, place it on there anytime. I thought, hey, just leave it be for now. I don't want her to just fall off and then lose it. But it's, I could just even like rubber band it, kind of, maybe, even. You can kind of see, you can kind of see the super glue where she was placing it. But yeah, this is one of my favorite ones, despite its flaw. I really like it. I was just filled with complete excitement when I opened this guy up when it came out. Goodness, 11 years ago now. Time flies. I feel like an old man. And then here, a Titan figurines from The Last of Us. My wife gave me this for one of my birthdays some time ago. And then a Funko Pop of Joel. I think I had pre-ordered this when I was still working at GameStop. I don't know when it came out, I forgot, but I think I still pre-ordered it when I was there, which was like 5-6 years ago. Of course I got a discount on it. Not big on the Funko Pops or any of that stuff. I know we used to get a bunch of people that were really into this stuff, but I just got it because it's Joel, Last of Us. And then here, Nathan Drake from Uncharted 4. This one's awesome too. I don't know what's the manufacturer or company that did this one, but this one's pretty cool. I like that it's quite tall, and it's sort of matching this one, even though it's still not as Joel's. Looks a little small compared to Nathan Drake there, but it's still really cool. Uncharted 4, one of the goats. I feel like it's often underrated because it gets overshadowed with The Last of Us. It's such a great game, great story. I wish I had more Nathan Drake stuff. I actually do. Now that I'm thinking about it, I have the Drake's Deception. Was it that one? Uncharted 3 Drake's Deception. Oh, what was the name of that one? Was it that? First one is Uncharted Drake's Fortune, then Among Thieves, and was it Drake's Deception? I can't remember. Or unless I'm making that title up. Because the fourth game was a Thieves End. But anyway, it's the third game. It's the third collector's edition where it comes with like a box, and like a nice little fancy box, and the Drake statue. That's awesome. I really like that one. It's upstairs in my bedroom, like in the box, and we have it tucked away in the closet. And then there's this Joel from part 2. This one's really cool because it's like made of like aluminum or some kind of metal. And this one's more realistic looking to the video game version. Like it looks more like Joel from part 2. And this thing's like actually heavy. Like it's pretty heavy. And it's got the guitar. Can't really move the chamber there, but yeah, this is pretty cool. I took it off so I could show you because because I opened this up and she really liked it. She kind of likes The Last of Us. She doesn't really care for video games, but she likes The Last of Us. This one's the 132 of 2500 from Dark Horse Direct. Yeah, that is pretty cool how close it is to number one. Yeah, she was really excited to see that. She thought I was going to get, like, you know, something more in the middle. Which I guess if you get something in the middle or the last one, right? I guess it's going to, or I'm sorry, one of either the first one or the last one is kind of cool. And then back there are the NECA Last of Us Part 2 figures, which I'm not even going to bother taking that out because they kind of look ugly. They look like really bad. Yeah, they don't look that great, but I thought it'd still fit in. You know, obviously with The Last of Us back here, it's The Last of Us corner. But yeah, it's back there. And then, of course, here we got the Zelda's Collector's Edition box, which comes with a bunch of goodies. It's quite heavy. It comes with an art book, I think. Let me see actually what it comes with, because I completely forgot. Yeah, the game, art book, a steel book, pin set, and icon art poster. Yeah, the poster is awesome. It's like a small little frame metal poster. It's really cool. But yeah, this is The Last of Us in sort of Uncharted corner, kind of, or the Naughty Dog corner, and then special guests of Zelda. As I was mentioning, I also have other statues that again I just don't have place for them here. I have like a Deacon St. John from Days Gone. That one's pretty cool. I have Aloy from the First Horizon. I also have one of my favorite ones. It's Galahad and the Lycan from the Order 1886, which in my opinion is one of the most underrated games on the PS4. Very short game, yes, but awesome. I thought it was great. Like, yeah, the only fault for me was really how short it was. The lack of depth into the story, although the story, what was there was actually quite good. Yeah, really like that game. I really wish I had space for the statue here, but it's just so, it's huge. It wouldn't fit. So yeah. Down here is my boy Arnold, the T800. This is the T1000. This was given to me by my wife. She knows I'm a huge Arnold fan and a huge Terminator fan, so, or at least fan of the first two movies. Yeah, so this was awesome. I really like this one. I normally don't take the items out of the box, but I just had to take these guys out. Like, these were begging to be displayed like this. Yeah, if I was a kid, like if I was like 10 years old with these toys, I would have loved to play with them. Love to play with these little action figures. I'm looking for an excuse now as an adult to play with them. And then back there, the Zelda amiibos. Link from Majora's Mask and Link from Tears of the Kingdom, I believe. I'm a huge Zelda fan. More so of like I've never really played the older ones. You know, like the original ones from the NES, unfortunately. I started playing them from Ocarina of Time and onward. And I really enjoyed them. I know that people didn't really like Twilight Princess, but I really, really like that one. It's my favorite Nintendo IP. And Link is just an iconic character. For me, it's really the character that kind of started it all for me. How I got into liking a lot of the little games in the beginning. Like, I always credit DMC3 as the reason that I play games and got into, like, just I guess being like a, like a core gamer. But, yeah, Link, when you look back, it's a character that I remember seeing all the time and thinking, hey, that guy looks kind of cool. Even even though he looks like a funny elf with tights. I thought he looked kind of cool. And then here, this really cool, Ghost of Tsushima Jin Sakai mask. It's from the collector's edition of the game. This was awesome. My son really likes this one. He wanted to keep it in his room because he really liked it. But maybe one day I'll give it to him. I mean, for now, he's welcome to see it and hold on to it whenever he likes when he comes to the living room. But yeah, maybe one day I'll give it to him. He really liked that game. And this is like a really cool, unique collector's item from a collector's edition. I thought it was cool. I would have liked the statue too of Jin, but I thought this is perfect. Maybe for the sequel we'll get a statue. And then here we have the Kratos corner. This is God of War. Kratos and Atreus from God of War 2018 or God of War 4. It's Kratos from NECA, a figure from NECA there. And then special guest Anakin Skywalker over here. Black Series Star Wars figure. And then, yeah, these are like lithographs. This is Chris Redfield and Shiva. I got this as a bonus for pre-ordering the game at GameStop many years ago. This is from Final Fantasy. I think it was like a bonus for pre-ordering or something. I don't know. Final Fantasy 15. I don't know if I said 16 again. Yeah. This is where you start to see where things start to get crammed up and pretty ugly, but this is just an amalgam of things. Terminator 2 action figures that my wife gave me for Christmas as well. These are really awesome, but these are more so, I'm not going to open them up. Unlike these NECA ones, I can't put them back in their box once I open these up. Like, once I open them, they're done. Yeah, again, these would have been awesome to have as a kid. And then this is the Metal Mash and the exoskeleton. This is awesome. Now back there I got more amiibos. Link's from Ocarina of Time, and technically Link from Ocarina of Time, but I think that's the Super Smash amiibo version of it. Sorry for the noise. And yeah, The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered Wolf Edition and the Firefly Edition here. They just don't even fit in my gaming cabinet where I have my games anymore. Just, I've sort of outgrown those, and I either need to move to a bigger place, which is kind of what we were thinking about, or just getting a separate cabinet. But yeah, that's Ellie from Last of Us Part 2 Collector's Edition. The base here is similar to that of Joel's up here, so they kind of go hand in hand, even though she's not like made of metal, it's more plastic. It still looks awesome, and it still actually fits quite well with the Joel up there that I have. I'm looking to reunite her with Joel one day when I have the space. But yeah, this one's really cool. I like it. Unfortunately, again, I just don't have the space. And then this is, again, just an amalgam of things. Batman Beyond Funko Pop, just because I really like Batman Beyond. Thought he's awesome. Anakin Skywalker, my favorite Star Wars character. Just overall iconic. Just character in and of itself for me. Just when I watched Star Wars as a kid, and I watched the prequels, I had not seen anything prior to that. The prequels to me were the original movies to me. Prior to that, I had heard of Star Wars and I had seen it, but I think I was like 7 or 8, so I didn't really know much. I was just more focused on the action that I was seeing on screen. And when the third movie came out and then he became Darth Vader, like I had no idea. Like I just didn't. It blew me away. I was like, "Oh, he's the guy from the other movies." Like, oh, how did I not see this coming? It was just like this amazing moment for me, and I'm really glad that nobody spoiled that for me. That nobody told me like, "Hey, he's actually the bad guy." Yeah, to me, it came in as like this mind blowing event on screen, and I was just blown away. To see a character go from, being good and then transitioning his way into the dark side and to become a villain or the antagonist of the story due to I guess, the turmoils that he goes through and the character arc. And then when you see the original movies, the original trilogy, you see his redemption in saving his son. I just think that's such an iconic thing. And although not really original, to me, it was at the time. It was like this was my introduction to a character arc like that, and that's why I find Darth Vader and Anakin so iconic. It's like that line goes from The Dark Knight, right? I mean, you either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become a villain. Kind of cheesy, but there's some truth to it, at least for Anakin. And that's what I really like the character. Up here is I'm not gonna open it up because it's gonna be trouble to put it back together, but this is the Assassin's Creed 3 flag of the 13 colonies, and it has like the Assassin's Creed symbol in the middle, or not in the middle, but where the stars go. I used to have that hanged in my room before, in our other house, and when people used to come in or people used to see it, they used to think I was like very patriotic, which is funny. And I had to explain to them it's from a game. Although, I don't mind if they thought it was patriotic. I mean, we do live in the best country in the world, right? And then back there is the Kingdom Hearts 2 remix, a 2.5 remix collector's edition. I never opened it. It has a Heartless plush. I thought it looked pretty cool, but I never opened it. I kept it open or closed all these years. I don't know if it's worth anything. I've kind of fallen off the Kingdom Hearts bandwagon. They don't hit the same anymore. And that's Saitama from One Punch Man. I think the action figure is gone from the box, actually. I think it's just a box there. I think my son has the action figure. And this is the Dante Asmus box. And then over here, really, really cool. One of my favorites, Callisto Protocol statue. This thing's awesome. Look at this thing. I forget what you call this, a twin head or something. And Jacob. This thing is disgusting looking too. My wife hates how this one looks. She thinks it looks nasty. I mean, that just means they did a great job, right? Yeah, this one's awesome. I really love the statue. Really, really cool. One of my favorites. I wish, again, I had a better place for it. I wish we get a sequel for Callisto Protocol 2. I just know that if it's a sequel, they'll be able to clean up whatever issues they had with the first game. The combat wasn't all that great. Kind of basic, but sort of unique at the same time. But nevertheless, that's the statue. And then the last one that I have out in the open, it's not in the case. I actually have it on near one of the tables. My wife let me leave it there. But it's the Cyberpunk 2077 collector statue. And as you can see, the gun there is broken. I need to find a home for this guy, like to put him in a cabinet. One of these, yeah, at one point it was down here somewhere, but like I said, I ran out of space, and somehow this guy was just delegated to be outside. Or relegated to be outside. Yeah, this one's really cool too. The detail's awesome for me. And it was one of my favorites. I need to find a way to glue that back. But once I do that, I think it'll be set. This one's awesome. But yeah, guys, yeah, take 2 of the original version that I tried to film. This one's actually a little longer. But thank you very much for watching and sticking around, listening to me ramble while I show off these goodies. I hope you enjoyed. You all take care out there. Please remember to like, if you did like the video. If not, then thumbs down, give me some feedback. Like, subscribe, and yeah, let me know what you think about these, or if what collectibles you have on your end. That'd be nice to hear. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you made it through the video. I know this one's a little long one. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. You all take care.